Good evening, well met, my Psychic RoundTable audience of currently 0. But my name is Alicia Anspaugh, and we have one person. My name is Alicia Anspaugh, and this is the Psychic RoundTable. Now, it really wouldn't be much of a Psychic RoundTable if I didn't have other people here to roundtable with. So why don't we go ahead and bring the first one on here. Sheena?
Hi.
You ready to do some roundtabling?
I am ready to do some roundtabling.
All righty. And to welcome back Symone. And we lost our one audience member. This is awkward. And we also have Earl. And I'm glad you turned off the seizure-inducing lights. Or maybe not.
Slowed them down.
Well, yeah, they were, when you got on here, you popped right in here as the video started playing, and it's like, oh, dear God, that's flashing. So,
yeah, I've learned my lesson on having fast flashing lights. Oh God! I did a bar show once where, towards the end of the night, I flipped on all the lights all at once, and
why?
I have to look over, and I've got some poor dude flopping around on the floor. I said, "Oh shit!" It's like I put some unfortunate dude into a seizure. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
I mean, who needs Pokemon when we have Earl? So,
that was a hell of a night.
I can imagine. And so it is an interesting topic that Alicia wanted to discuss tonight, or I myself wanted to discuss tonight, I guess. After all, I am Alicia. It even says here on the right there on the screen. Irrational hate is something I think just about everybody has dealt with in one form or another. And strangely enough, this is not to go too political. Has anybody actually read 1984?
I have not.
Nope.
Oh,
the only 1984 that registers with me is the Van Halen album.
No. I was 6, regardless, in 1984. And I think Earl might have been like 23 or something. I don't know.
It was a couple years before I graduated.
Sorry, I thought you were older. Anyway.
Well, shoot, I graduated 86.
Hey. Don't jump now. I mean, we'll get to Panama at some point. How many Van Halen references can I make from that one album? So.
Oh, that was the best one ever, man.
No, you see, in the book 1984, it's actually towards the beginning of the book. It's a part of the daily routine. Everybody was supposed to report to a specific area that they were designated to report to for something called the 2-minute hate.
Too
And
many.
then you just basically show images up on the screen, and basically for some reason I'm blanking on the name of the guy from the book, but basically the guy is talking about how he's joining in on the hate, and he's, he doesn't understand why he hates all the images on the screen, but he's been told to hate them, and then he hates them with every fiber in his being. And yeah, that's essentially what the 2-minute hate was. The government would put up images of things you're supposed to hate for 2 minutes, and you're supposed to let all your rage out. So, yeah, I mean, the rationality of that is because you were told what to hate. But like I said, for some reason, that's what came to mind. Never mind middle school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind middle school or elementary school or anything like that. No. I went to 1984 for some reason. And well, Sheena, I brought you on first. Do you have any examples?
I sometimes think my whole life is an example of irrational hate. Personally, I chuck that up to my I have 11th house, Uranus, and Lilith and Scorpio, so that's naturally people I trust or people I know they hate me, or they just hate me for no natural reason at all. So that's just kind of what I've dealt with over my life.
Okay, that sounds great. I heard something completely different from what you said, and we're just going to leave it at that. No. You mentioned planets. We're just going to leave it at that. So, yeah. When you get to my age, you'll hear things. You hear odd things. It sometimes has hilarious effects. My wife can tell you all about them. So,
They're actually pretty funny.
yeah, you hear some of the strangest things. Speaking of,
You really do.
Oh, hey, my wife is tardy.
Well,
What a shock.
I've got to make your dinner so you'll actually help out with the podcast.
Oh God! It's almost as if I'm asking too much on that part. On that front. Regardless, hey, Symone, what do you have for irrational hate? And don't say Furbies.
Wow, Furbies are not. Furbies are cool.
What do I have for an irrational hate?
No. Oh, okay. This is where This is where some irrational hate gets started with me not being clear. What examples do you have? I mean, if it's something that you hate irrationally, that's you, okay. But basically being on the receiving end of it.
So I've had a lot of experiences similar to Sheena's, where you just kind of exist and people don't like you. And I'm sitting going, what did I do? And then, but I would say a lot of my irrational hate tends to come from the fact that I don't conform. So I deal with a lot of what's the word? Because I'm different and brain function. I've had a really long day today. Sorry.
It's okay. So have I. I think your brain's functioning just fine.
Yep, you're good.
But it's more of a I get the someone does something, and 9 times out of 10 that something tends to be towards me, and I don't react to it, and I don't give them the reaction that they're wanting. And then what happens, because I did not give them the reaction that they're wanting from it, it gets turned around saying that I did what they did.
Now
Oh,
that's
I've experienced that
interesting.
myself.
And then
yeah.
I get the hate a lot that way, as well as outside of just existing outside of someone else's norm.
Yeah.
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 Not the same way.
This is really insisting on getting sat down here, so I'll talk to y'all later.
I am the same way as you, Symone. Yeah, I don't conform. I call things as I see it. And basically, I've had instances where if I see somebody doing something that I know that they're not doing it right, I'll say, get the fuck out of my way. Let me do it.
Well,
It can be like that sometimes, but a lot of the times, even now after going through the whole, like, just 36 years of life, most of the time is, I'm not going to bother correcting you. Someone else can do that. I don't want to get my ass chewed. I don't care enough.
well, and when I started this topic, I was really hoping AngelLynn would be able to be on tonight because she's got a very unique perspective, and she's been dealing with this for a long time. But she said she was just too sick to come on, so she sends her regards. See, irrational hate has been a thing, and I never really noticed it before. But you know, as you grow, as you do different things, as you run into different people, it's always going to be an issue. This is actually the first part of another topic I want to cover, which is people you've known for a long time just all of a sudden doing a 180 on you. Okay. Now, Sheena, have you experienced that?
Like I said, through my whole life, like
Okay.
I have friends that turned into friends. Like I still have people who I know dislike me, and they still hang around me like vipers or something. Just I don't know what the purpose of it is, but yeah.
It's really scary, but because it's like on the other topic, I'll touch on this real quick. It's like if you were looking at me, Sheena, and you couldn't see me at all, you just saw something in front of me, and that was what you just. This person was just this horrible Disney villain-esque kind of thing, and I'm sticking my head around going, hey, and you're not seeing me, you're not hearing me. All you're seeing is this, whatever the heck it is. You know, I've studied destiny transference spells. I've studied all kinds of stuff to try and get a handle on it, because with certain people, it's just, they literally do a 180 on you, and they are a stranger, and you're a stranger to them. So that's one of the topics that's going to be covered this year, if I can find somebody who's got a good answer to that. But with this one, with irrational hate, I've run into it multiple times. I've run into it with my friends' boyfriends. I've run into it, I've run into it with business colleagues. I've run into it with friends. I've run into it, all across the board. But most recently, I've got a close acquaintance, and her dude just absolutely ridiculously hates me. Like I am the worst human being on the face of the planet, kind of thing. He will literally go and listen to any gossip about me and repeat it to her.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, why don't you talk to Alicia? No, she's, and my guides have given me an answer. They've given me an answer as to what it is that's kicking that off in him. And that's fine. Whatever. That's his deal, not mine. But that's why I started this up, because I know there are a lot of people, especially in the metaphysical community. And Earl, back me up on this, bro.
Yeah.
That they do this for no reason. There is no reason to it. Symone, have you had those experiences too in the metaphysical community?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it truly is. There's no reason. The only thing that I can come up with, which I don't even think, this is going to sound bad, but I don't even think that highly of myself, of they have some sort of intimidation. I'm sitting here going, I'm 5 foot nothing. What the hell are you intimidated by?
And I don't,
I think your light, it could be your light, your determination, but there's always something that they see in you that mirrors something or reflects something in them that causes it. And in
I
every
like that. It
with.
mirrors something in them. That's interesting. That's interesting. But I like that idea, Sheena. I want to delve into that a little bit later. But first, I wanted to say, with this particular topic, it's very important that there's no victim attitude about it, and that's not the way I wanted to come at it. I don't want to, anybody can have any number of reasons why they hate someone else. And I'm not talking about not vibing with somebody, feeling off with somebody, bad vibes, personality clash, warranted hate, because there is warranted hate, okay? It's when you look at all your actions and you, for the most part, we're all human, but we're mostly fair and decent along this line, okay? As long as you've done things mostly fair, mostly decent. Yes, AngelLynn. Hey, girl. Glad you made it on.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Nice hat.
I know. Oh, yeah. I forgot I had it. It's the only way I can't wear the headsets without the hat because it
right.
fell off. Yeah.
You're so tiny.
Yeah, but my head, I've always had a big head, so I don't know what the deal is here, but.
But anyway, I was just saying, it's part of the reason I really wanted you on here, AngelLynn, is because you have dealt with this subject a lot before, and you have no victim complex about it. You're just like, okay, boom, moving on. And I like that because my dad's favorite saying was always, yeah, they're pissed off at you because you take away their excuse to be lazy. Okay, you take away people's excuses, or this or that, or they're jealous or whatever, But my focus on this episode is, how do you handle it? Personal stories of it, and then tips and tricks on how to manage that energy. For me, I kind of do as much as I can to make them forget about me so they don't get in my way later on, because those fuckers, man, the irrational haters will get in your way. They are like suicide bombers, okay? They're like,
Well, I have one question real quick. So when you say like irrational haters, you mean like psychically or just in general? Because intuitively it does go together.
Everything.
It's all you do know when someone's going to get mad, but I always try the nice way first. What is your nice way? Well, if I need to talk to somebody, I'm very upfront and I'm like, okay, you're giving me tension. You're mad at me. So tell me why. Because if I can't defend myself, then you have no reason to be mad at me. Exactly. Otherwise, and then I'm like, okay.
But that's the thing. Irrational hate, there's nothing you can do legitimately.
Right.
They just have this thing in their head for whatever reason. And this is what it is. And this is who you are. And it's like, but I'm not even close to being that.
Right.
I'm not a 6'7" Asian guy, No, this is me. I'm right here. But that's that kind of irrational hate. Everybody loves to hate on that band, Irrational Hate. I just as a thing, because their music's actually pretty good and they're pretty cool, but a lot of irrational hate. So, in the metaphysical community, Angel, Sheena, Symone, Earl. Sheena, I know you're pulled back from it quite a bit, but Symone, Earl, Angel, have you ever had this happen? Have you had it happen in the day-to-day life? How do you shift that energy? How do you just kind of for me, I like to kind of make people forget, make the haters just kind of, you're busy. You have other things to do. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's over there. Go chase those clouds.
That's a good way to handle it, actually, because you're not giving them the time of day or giving them the energy. They'll end up focusing on someone else or someone else's, depends. But usually they're not happy within themselves. So
no, and they're not. But I don't want them to really hate on anybody. I want them to go, chase a frisbee or something.
Well, the best you can do is try and help them through it or help them work through it. I
don't want to.
But exactly.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, in the beginning, depending on how important this person is to you, you help them work through it. But at some point in time, enough's enough and you're done. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Well, there's not.
Sheena and Earl.
Well, it's for me. It's when I see someone spewing bullshit, and I call them out on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not irrational hate. There's a reason to hate you because you just called them out on their BS. Seriously.
Oh no, there's
nobody likes
I've had people come at me with illogical reasons and assuming stuff. And when
that's a good word.
Shit, that gets your butt in hot water real fast.
I just had that conversation with myself 5 minutes ago in the kitchen before I hopped on. Exactly that word.
Oh my God.
Because it says ASS, right? Assuming. You make an ass out of me and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
That was my Aunt Nancy's favorite saying to me. When you
and it's so true. Sorry, Earl. Go back. That's funny. I just had that conversation in my head.
I just thought, tell them when you assume shit, it comes back to bite you and it gets your butt in hot water real quick.
Every time.
And it's like, then I call them out on it. And it's like, you know something, you want to assume shit? I'll give it right back to you.
Okay, Earl, we know why people are mad at you now. Now move on to how you deal with it.
It's like, then I said, I'm done with your butt. Click.
Well, no.
There isn't, yeah.
Because as I said before, when a person is that irrationally, fanatically hateful of somebody else, it makes them, they try to cause harm any way they can. Normally it's just talk, okay? And even just talk can be damaging.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So how do you get that energy just moved off? Dissipate. There are spells you can do every time you say something bad about me, you
protection
puts money in my pocket.
Yeah, it puts money in my pocket. You know, I mean, there's that. There's distraction. There's transmutation. Well, I guess it would fall under transmutation, the first one. What is it that you guys do? I mean, Sheena, you're deep into the Reiki. So do you use any of that?
So I do use I use Reiki daily. It depends on what kind of irrational situation or hate I'm dealing with, because it comes on different levels for me. Mm-hmm. But if it's somebody I don't know, it's no response at all, because I don't care. I don't know you. If it's somebody associated with, it may upset me depending on how much I like the individual. But like this last episode I had, I've gotten better.
You just had one recently?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have them like weekly, daily. It's like, it depends on which branch it's coming from. But this one got me so good this last time that I had to like drag and breathe in the shower, and do Reiki, because I was so upset. But sometimes you just have to vocalize. I'm an Aries, Sun, and Mars, so like I can take it to a certain level, but if someone knows how to dig me really good, usually people who know me a little bit better, that's when I have a harder time, and I have to use like breath work, Reiki, showers, meditation, and I just can't let myself be stimulated for a little bit, because then sometimes that what's all inside of me, if I haven't transmuted it, like dancing, movement, working out, then it can like leak into my surroundings, and that's what I really hate the most. But it depends on the situation. Sometimes you got to use all the tools, depending on what is happening. So,
and actually, I like that, Sheena. You bring up something that I hadn't even thought about covered. How do you deal with the feeling of that? Because
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
No, my dad was big on whatever, they don't matter. And that's just
to a point, but sometimes it hurts. It hurts.
It's like
we're people too, and
and
everybody's human. Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, when a lot of people will tell me, and that's one thing I hate, is don't give a response. Don't let them. Some people enjoy torturing you in silence, and I feel that. And it does hurt. You are human. And some of the people that end up betraying me, I love them with all my heart. And so I have to breathe through it, and I have to use tools, because I can't let them. One thing I refuse to do is let them take away the love or the good memories that were there, just to be replaced with what they're currently doing.
How do you do that?
So I usually think about what healing or what trauma or what they are going through that would cause this reaction. And then, I try to look at it from that place because I'm very much, and I firmly believe that one situation or change of person or change of anything doesn't negate the love that did exist, because it was there at one point in time. Good times do exist, and bad times or disagreements don't fully get rid of all the good.
Right. Wow, that's what you should write an article on, Sheena. Because that's actually pretty awesome, and I like the way you put that. But the problem is, what if you know that everything that they're going through is completely their own fault and they're just being stupid?
You have to wait it out sometimes, I think.
No, I mean, you don't really care about them. You just want them to.
I mean, if it is
chase a frisbee.
If it is that person that you really love, like Sheena was talking about, I think sometimes you have to wait it out and hope they come back and send them all the love you can. Because I had a friend for 18 years, best friends. They called us Thelma and Louise. Okay, we were crazy, had fun, and I grew up in the 80s. Anyways, so she did something to my son that was very out of line, and I got very mad. And so I didn't talk to her for a minute. She writes me this note that said I hated her, that I wanted her dead, and all this stuff. And so I had to address the note because that was not the case at all. And I had to go to her and I said, listen, I still love you. I still remember, like Sheena said, all the good times. But what you did, you crossed the line when you went after family, my own son. I said, just give me time. Just give me some space.
Okay.
And that, I got her back right after the fire. And, but then she ended up losing her own life by her hands 4 years later. But I'm glad that we got back. There is not a bad time that I remember of her at all. And when she passed, I've never had this happen, but every single memory of her, every one, came flooding in my mind. Like the reason why they called us Thelma and Louise, just everything, the things we did with our kids, going to see the white buffalo when it was born in Janesville, Wisconsin. That wasn't white when we got there. It had changed colors. I mean, it was an unbelievable friendship.
That's really cool.
That's why I said somebody's hard times or it doesn't negate the love. It doesn't really. And I think that's a big problem in the world is people think that one disagreement or change qualifies as, ending all memory that was good, and it doesn't.
Right, and it doesn't. You're right.
Symone? Symone?
No, I don't. So this, my thing is, I don't look at anything as it takes away all the good memories because those are your memories. I am a firm believer of if this is somebody you love, you stick around until it's not good for your mental health, because then, I mean, at some point there is a time that you have to choose you. Now,
good point. Yeah.
In my instances, I have my mirrors up. Always have my mirrors up, and I don't have my mirrors pointed straight back out. I don't. I've done return to senders. I've only ever done return to senders when my guides tell me that it is appropriate. Outside of that, anything that comes my direction, I point back into the earth. And let Mother Nature handle it, because she's got the emotional capacity of, I don't even know what to describe it as, and I've got the emotional capacity of a freaking teaspoon compared to her. So I guess with certain things, it's just okay, I see your side. I'm painfully self-aware, and I'm painfully aware of everybody else's emotions and feelings and how they got there and why they got there. It's one of the gifts that I have, and I fucking hate it sometimes, which is why I allow people to be in my space a lot longer than what they should be, sometimes. But I don't, when it's time to cut somebody out, I've kind of already went through all that pain, all the heartache. And by the time it's been like, okay, I'm done, I tend to get brushed off as cold and heartless when I've already been through that mourning period. You've shown me time and time again that you're not going to change while I was sticking around. So, deuce, I'm out. It's
Now, does it ever though make you question if you were truly ever seeing their true face during your time together?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you reconcile that?
It kind of depends. So if I come to that realization before I've bounced out, I do a lot of self-reflection. And why? Because another one of my gifts is I'm able to see people's masks. And why I chose not to. What in me, whether it is trauma or I just wanted to be blind to it, what in me wanted to miss it or why? If
That's
it's
a good
after,
point. Yeah.
if it's after the fact, it's more of a I've already kind of went through. If it's after the fact, I've already went through all those emotions, so I tend not to bring it back up because I've healed, maybe not fully healed from it, but I've processed it enough to where I can respectfully put it away and just leave it there.
Okay.
It might not be the most healthy thing to do, but if I've processed it, I don't see another reason to bring it up unless I have a bigger one to bring
That
it
is
up.
actually healthy though, because you processed it. Because I had that similar thing, a 12-year friendship that was dying. I had Spirit had already showed it to me. It was going to go away. And I went through the tears, the mental, the heartache. I went through everything. So when it happened that same day, they cried. I did not. And it wasn't because I was being cold. It was just, I knew it was going to happen. It's time to go your way. I will go mine. But to this day, if that person came around, I would still love them. But, as a friend. Well, that's what it was.
You have love for them, but you don't love them the way that you did when they were actively in your life.
Yeah.
I was going to say, after a person acts a sort of way, it's like, nah, I can never trust you again. This is not going to happen ever.
Especially when it's not justified.
Yeah. If it's not justified,
right?
Doing their thing, it's like, no. I can't trust you, and I don't know when you're going to flip your psycho switch on me. So.
Right. Well, and sometimes, like everybody else has said, you look within. Like, did I cause this? Did I do something wrong? So that's what I brought up. The justifying part is because it's usually justified. Because it's hard. It's kind of hard to get rid of me. I'm pretty loyal.
Yes, but I was gonna say, and as I was talking about before you clicked on AngelLynn, irrational hate is just that. It's irrational. There is no reason. If you can look back over your time and see that, we're all human, but you're mostly fair and decent with your interactions with this person, that your side of the street is clean and they're still being just nuts.
Right.
That's what I'm addressing.
You have to cut it.
Well, and it's not just necessarily people you're close to, but I'm talking about strangers. Colleagues and everything like that.
Yeah.
And these people are still bad mouthing you in any community, business, work circles, anything like that.
And that's the hardest. That is a very good question, because what do we do about that?
How do you manage that energy? What are some tips and tricks you've used, AngelLynn, Sheena, Symone, Earl? What are some things that you've used to get people that just are irrationally hating you to kind of ground out? Maybe
I
not
normally,
but
right. They don't have to like me. They don't have to love me.
Yeah.
Any of that. But if I'm working with them, I will sit down and talk with them first. If that doesn't work in a workplace, you got higher ups. I never want to go there, but sometimes you have to chain of command. And it really keeps you, like you said, you can keep your side of the street clean by following the rules.
Okay.
But you're never. They can talk about you outside of work all they want, whatever. But at work, we work together. So it depends on the situation and circumstances. But
Now,
what you're talking about as a whole, like somebody walks by you in the store and you bumped into them and you didn't mean to.
no,
Sometimes they
not
can
even
throw
bump.
daggers.
They're just hating for no fucking reason.
Right, you can feel it. Yeah.
No, I was telling, Sheena, Symone, and Earl before you clicked on the part of the reason that this subject came up is because I have a close acquaintance, and I mean, this is not the first time, whatever, but her other half fucking hates me. I mean, I am the worst motherfucker on the planet for him. Just, oh my God, he will literally collect bad stories about me from people who don't know me and bring it to my friend. And she's like, just talk to Alicia. And he won't do it. Nothing like that. It's just, he loves, because that fits his narrative. And he absolutely hates me. So, and I talked to my guides, I know what his.
But what can you do about it in that particular case? Can you do anything other than blocking it?
But that's what I mean. How do you shift that energy?
Right.
I mean, he can keep hating. That's fine. Just shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
Stop giving her a hard time.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Don't allow that hate to spread, and don't allow it to hurt the people that you love. I can give a fuck about haters. They're gonna hate, whatever. That's their deal. I know what this dude's problem is.
Right.
But I mean, it was to the point I was helping her once. I helped her carry something when she was hurt. And the minute I was gone, he screamed at her for it because I was helping her.
I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but usually in those situations, if someone if you are friends with somebody and their spouse or their partner immediately or dislikes you for no reason, that is usually some sort of abuse or narcissism. And
but I mean, beyond that, okay, we're
how
not
do
even
you stop it?
There. Just how do you kind of
stop it
out? Because believe me,
I'm kind of at a loss, especially if you love that person.
If I had a nickel for every one of my buddies, spouses, partners, whatever, that hated my ass, and this is especially true of any female friends that I have.
Well, I love you, so. But I'm single.
I know, right?
I'm joking.
But no, honestly, so many of the boyfriends have always hated me. But I had a friend of mine, close friend, and she said what it was is anybody around me, I always elevate. I'm always doing well, and I always have tendency to drag everybody along. And
I think Sheena said it too. You're always happy. You're upbeat.
I have
yes, we all have our bad days, girl. But
and all a lot of the boyfriends have just boyfriends, husbands, whatever. They fucking hate my ass.
What about jealousy in the background? Because she said that as well. They're narcissistic and they want all the attention.
Well, that's their problem.
So I mean, you're gonna in that case, I would do some kind of spell, prayer, whatever you want to call it, to make it okay when you're in their presence that they don't attack the girl or whoever when you leave. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I could come up with is do some kind of, or even Reiki, or sometimes you might not know you're going to see him, but if you know you're going to see him, maybe you could do a protection like, okay, spirit, just keep this calm.
Well, on the other aspect of this, that could be that specific acquaintance's learning lesson. Like they've got to learn to stand up for themselves.
100%, but it's not going well.
And you might be the catalyst for that.
Yeah, but I'm getting real sick of being the catalyst because I always end up there.
It is because you tell
the freaking catalyst too.
Okay.
Well, you say it like it is, and a lot of people. Sorry, man, I'm not a man hater, but you don't take it well.
I was
not you, Earl.
They don't. I'm sorry, Earl. I love you, but most men do not take any sort of.
Oh, baby, that's not male. That is male, female, alpaca. I mean,
it is. Yeah,
I know it is, but I'm speaking in particularly when I'm like talking about your friend, like just in general from my own experience, because my biggest thing and my issue that I tend to have with people is I set boundaries and they don't like those boundaries because I don't let them cross it. And then I'm being told, why are you so mean to me all the time? Why are you being so strict? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Well, you're crossing a boundary. That's not a rule for you to follow, but that's a rule that I am following. And no. And
boundaries feel like betrayal, but they're actually something that can build a relationship and build it better.
And when placing boundaries, for me, I normally have more of an issue when it comes to men. Now, I'm not talking poorly about men. It's just, this is my own experience. Because, you know, they can be an ass to me, but I'm not allowed to, and I'm not mean about it, but I'm not allowed to be stern and be like, no, stop.
See, and I've never had that experience with guys. Okay, a little bit with Dennis, but that's a whole marriage thing. But all my life, I've actually had some pretty good experiences with guys. I've also been raised by my dad. And so I've had a lot of really good male experiences. But I shit you not, 9 times out of 10, if I got a good female friend, and I mean, we're like this, we tight, she gets a fucking boyfriend, and they start hating my ass, and I'm like, seriously? I was prepared to like you.
Hey, you know what? In readings,
you're a strong, empowered person.
Yeah. In readings, I mean, I've managed to make the parties work around, you know, the area and outside surrounding states, and it's funny how many men hide, or women. It doesn't. If the other partner or whatever doesn't believe in it, they will hide. And sometimes it's because they think I'm there to break up their marriage. I am not. No. That is not what I'm there for.
No.
And it's very interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, that's funny. You say
I need to be a part of this.
Yes, you do, Earl.
Speak up.
Okay, Earl. Have you ever had really good friends?
It's hard for me to even get a word in edgewise.
Exactly. But anyway, no, Earl. Okay, have you ever had that where you have a male friend and all of a sudden all their chick friends just fucking hate you? Oh,
honestly, no. But I mean, the main thing that irritates me to no end is when people will not even communicate with me.
Yeah.
No end.
By the way, Earl, if I ever don't communicate with you, it's because I saw what you asked me and I have absolutely no way to physically respond to you. Because I'm just staring at it going, huh? So yes. But no, no, and I would understand it if I had a guy friend and his girlfriend didn't like me. I get the jealousy thing. I get the territorial thing, 100%, you know, and I will lay it down to her like, look, baby, I don't want your man. Trust me. I got enough problems of my own. We're good. Okay. I got problems. You don't want them. I don't want your problems. We good. And sometimes that's not enough, but I get that. But it's the females that have the males with the problem with me that I'm like, okay, she's not gay. I'm not gay. We are good. What is your deal?
Yeah.
It's about, go ahead, Sheena.
I was gonna say, I only had experienced that once, and that was with my best friend, and it was her boyfriend or her fiance at the time. And how I dealt with that situation is I just plainly told him I was here before you and I'll be here after you. And then it's easy for me to be around people I don't really too much care about because I will just exist around you and not give you an ounce of my attention unless it's through comment. Like, I'm like, oh, how are you today?
But that's the thing. I'm always nice. I'm always cordial, always friendly, always, always perky. But basically, it's not about fixing any sort of relationship. It's about shut the fuck up. Don't talk bad about me with anybody else.
Mad.
You know, and don't be mean to my friend.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Those two things.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Don't be mean to my friend. Don't hurt somebody that I actually care about.
Yeah.
Especially on your behalf.
Responsibility to put that boundary in effect, honestly.
I'm just like,
if it was me, I would be like, excuse you, and that would be the end of it, because the people will do in your presence what you allow them to. And if
that's true,
if your friend is allowing him to continually talk and bring it up,
me. I mean, some of the shit I've heard back on, I'm just like, dude, he's lucky he ain't date me. He'd be dead. He'd be fucking dead, like chopped up into little pieces and put in the garden dead. Okay, gardening is stress relieving. Okay.
Yeah, even if it's something that is true, like when people speak of my little sister and the struggle she has in life, I don't care what you say about her, because that's my crazy piece, that's my little crazy, and not yours. So don't talk bad about it.
I like that. That's my crazy. I like that.
But
there you go. Try claiming her and see if he likes that. No.
Sorry, guys, but and that's the thing.
Be claiming Alicia like that's mine. Leave it alone. Borderline.
Right.
But it's just one of those deals where how do you make sure a hater, an irrational hater, doesn't do any damage to you or your loved ones? That's what I wanted to ask. What methods can you use? I mean, you could do phaser spells, you could do all that fun stuff, but just a softer kind of energetic deflection of like, shh. Now go think about pizza. Pizza is good. See? Pizza versus hate. Pizza always wins, right?
Well, I think you just said it. What else can you do but that? Like, send off.
You can't stop anybody from doing it. That's what I've learned from my experience with people. You can't stop them from terrorizing you. You can't stop them from stalking you. Even if you are completely private and shut your whole life down and hid from them, they're still going to do it.
They're going to find you. Yep.
And that's that.
Let's talk about people in our freaking community doing that when you've shut everything down.
No, and that's the other thing. People in the metaphysical community hate for no reason. The pagan community, the witchy community, you're like, what the fuck? I have seen groups gather together and hate people for absolutely no reason, and I'm just like, what are you doing? I've had multiple groups hate on me and mine for no reason, and I'm just like, I've had multiple people come back to me and go, holy shit, this group over here at this fair really hates you. What did you do? And I'm like,
yeah.
Those ones haven't even met me. Wait till they meet me.
I'm a witness to some of it, and you have done nothing. So if that's them, that's jealousy. But they're afraid that the person over there is a better psychic or a better Reiki person or makes better jewelry or whatever their problem is. Exactly.
Seriously. I love these people that call into the fair when they want to book the fair. Am I the only psychic there? I'm like, you're at a psychic fair. What do you think?
Right. No, there's competition.
Am I the only jewelry person there? Look, if I had that attitude starting out with my business, I wouldn't have gone anywhere. I was always stuck on jewelry vendor row. So I just had to make myself better, and I had to make myself stand out.
Yep.
One thing, you're not selling your stuff. You're not selling your readings. You're selling, it's going to sound bad, you're selling yourself. You're selling that energy, that whatever. So people are going to go to where they need to go.
There are billions of people in the world that think billions of different ways, and you're going to be busy. It's all up to you. I've heard other psychics at fairs that I've done well at, and all over here, I'm get all mad. Well, we didn't do any good, or blah blah blah. And I walk away before they ask me how I did.
Whoa, yeah. And that's another thing.
One person tried adding me and started talking to me and started bad mouthing you, and I'm like, no,
right.
You don't need it around me. Sorry, go away.
Sweetie, you and I both know when people start bad-mouthing us, we just have to step back and ask ourselves, are we just too sexy?
Too sexy for you. What's that song?
You're not going to do that shit around me.
I don't allow it around me either. Anybody who gossips about somebody else, irregardless of what the gossip is, I completely and utterly lose respect for you immediately. I don't even talk bad or gossip about people who talk bad and gossip about me.
I listen to the gossip and I take it in, because always you listen to whatever the grapevine has to say.
Yeah.
But then I pull back and I watch.
Yeah.
And I see what matches what story.
See, but then there's the needing to be able to differentiate gossip versus someone needing to vent. Because sometimes people need to vent because there's been so much thrown at them that it might sound like they're talking shit, but they're not actually talking shit. They're just getting it off their chest because then that's how they let it go.
Nah, they're talking shit, but that's not the point.
I think it depends on because I can tell when someone is talking about somebody in a healing light, and I can tell when somebody's talking about not healing light, and it's
discernment.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I always listen. I listen to everything, and I hear all the sides, and then I just wait and watch, and I see where the chips fall down. I watch people's actions. That's what nobody figures out about me. I just watch the actions. What do you?
Well, you just told the whole world, but okay. No, I'm joking.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna listen to it. They're all just gonna be off in their own head, okay? You know, but that is a very Taurus thing. I'm gonna watch your actions. You see,
yeah, it is.
Anybody can say anything. It's just pretty words. What do you do?
Right.
How do you act?
You act yourself because usually your life speaks for itself, Alicia. I mean, plain period. And that goes for anybody. Your life speaks the truth. And it doesn't matter what anybody says.
For you,
it's going to be, your life is going to speak for itself, and their life is going to speak for it.
I mean, Symone is a complete shady hoe. Symone, I hear what you've been saying about me behind my back. I mean,
she is not shady.
That comment about my butt, that was harsh. That's okay. I said stuff.
I blew you a kiss.
The only thing I've ever said about your butt is I wish my hips looked like that. And I've said that about Sheena's too.
Right? I wish I had a butt.
Well, dude, you guys did not know her when she was formerly known as Tits Are Us.
Yeah.
It was known as Tits Are Us because
everybody said they walked in first. I was so embarrassed. Yeah.
If you pushed her into the pool, you would just see them floating along. Okay, that's how big they were. Oh my God. Debbie, what were you? Were you like a J or a G or what?
I think I was more like an H or I.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. If I actually got it, yeah.
You've got this teeny tiny girl. I'm like,
yeah, it was really huge on top.
You know how
it runs in the family, all three girls. We all had different dads, and we all had I'm the biggest. I was the biggest out of the bunch. Probably not anymore.
No, but yeah, that was the thing. You were always known as boobs.
Is that what you call me behind my back? No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, I called you that to your face.
No, this is true.
I don't consider that bad mouth. I consider that good mouth. Then
that's funny. Yeah.
No, it was so funny. When my son was a baby, Debbie was in this kind of red fair dress, and her boobs were really, and she had hold of him. Okay. He had his hand wrapped around her boob and in the cleavage.
And he was just, 6 months, couple months?
He was smiling ear to ear. And I'm like, you know what, kid? You're not going to get away with this when you get older.
Right?
Now. But she just run around with him. And he was just happy as hell. So, yeah. And now he's 9 years old and taller than her.
Oh, way taller than me. Everybody's taller than I am.
Oh, it was so bad. I took a picture and I showed it to my mom.
Did you?
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, who's that little girl by him?" I'm like, "That's AngelLynn." She's like, "What?" She went and she got her glasses. She's like, "Oh my God."
That's funny. Yeah, she hadn't seen me in a while either. So
So we come full circle. You held him as
a baby.
And one of these days he's gonna be picking you up going like this. 1, 2.
Oh, he could do that now probably. He's a big boy.
Dude, if that ever happens, I'm going to get a video. It's gonna go viral.
You're right.
But now, okay, so Earl, we haven't heard a lot from you. Irrational Hate, tips on dealing with it.
Hey, sorry, Earl. I apologize.
Oh, Symone, somebody light a candle.
Light a candle.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my cat from getting into something.
Okay.
So
I've had people in the community who have hated on me for, I don't know, for dumb reasons. And it's because when I first came into the community and made it my goal to try to unite the community, because back then I came into an area that had a huge rift. And I was trying to do my best I was trying my best to unite the community, and people didn't like that.
Yeah,
they didn't want that.
They all say there's a problem, right? They all like says there's a rift, but you could, but they wouldn't work with you.
I flat out got told I had to choose sides. It's like, fuck you. I'm not choosing sides. That's not how I do things.
That's when I go, wee, bye, you never hear from me again. See you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I had to start doing banishing spells.
That's interesting. Why so? Why for?
Well, because of the toxicity and the irrational hate. And it's like, I want nothing to do with it.
But that's powerful.
Yeah. And I mean,
with irrational hate,
I didn't want to have to resort to that, but that's what it came down to.
Sometimes it does. And just like sometimes you got to stand up too. So I have a few people that if you don't stand up to them, it doesn't stop. And they will push you until you're crazy.
Yep, that's true.
I haven't found really standing up to anybody and saying anything stops it. They just keep going. It's just like they don't even register that. And that's what I'm saying. They don't even register that you're you.
That's because of that word irrational.
You know, it's just, they're dead behind the eyes. You look in their eyes and it's like looking into a fanatic's eyes. Have you ever really looked into a true fanatic? It doesn't even have to be religious, but fanatics about their beliefs. That's wrong, but they are fanatical that they are right. Have you ever looked into somebody's eyes like that?
I've seen many a person's eyes change when they become like that, or they're irrational, or they're narcissistic, or they go from whatever color to a dark color. Yeah. Very dark.
Looking into a true fanatic's eyes is the creepiest thing in the world. Because they're gone.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there going, oh, okay, I'm just going to back away real slow. I'm not going to make any sudden movements. Quit laughing, Symone. I'm not going to make any sudden movements. And I am just going, oh, kitty. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, but that's the irrational hate. Yeah. They're just gone. And you are just, you're not you to them.
Yeah, I guess that part, sometimes I'm not, depending on how far they push me, I'm getting better at it. But like with my Aries, Sun, and Mars, there's sometimes I'm Sheena warrior princess and I'll pull out my sword. And if you want to, we can get to it.
See, and I find that with my Leo sun, the same thing happens where I'm sitting here going, or my Leo moon, I said sun. The same thing happens, but when it does happen, because it is not my, in general, dominant personality, it always catches people out of left field because I'm sitting here going, done, stop.
Yeah. And that's usually a situation is if I've ignored it and it continues, or if you want to proceed to the arena, then I will fight you with. And then, of course, like if I see bad being done to others, that's like an immediate warrior response. Like,
yeah, same.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't like the attempt to tarnish a reputation. And I don't like trying to hurt the people you care about.
Exactly.
You know, if you're going to hate me by yourself, don't recruit. Jesus.
Right.
They don't know me. I ain't done nothing yet.
And that's how you can tell when someone is in the wrong, because if they have to recruit others, then you know.
Oh yeah,
that's an interesting point of view. Really? Do you think so?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, because
because they can't do it alone.
Recruit others, that means that you're trying to get more people on your side because you're in the freaking wrong.
Right.
Whereas the person who's not recruiting others and is normally the quiet one and just trying to let it go and be because you don't want to be in that energy anymore, they're not talking shit. They're not recruiting. They're just trying to exist. And it's the ones who are running their mouths that are the ones.
Yeah. I was saying that if you ever want to know where the truth lies, you look at both the people and the one individuals or individual who are talking about the person is usually the one in the wrong, and the individual talking about the situation is usually the one telling the truth. And in every case I've ever experienced, that is the way it is.
Okay, so the person talking about the person versus the situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the one in the wrong or the one that's telling the lies are always talking about the person, what's so wrong with them, what they're doing, what they should. It's about that person and dragging that person down. And the victim is usually, or not the victim, but the one that's being talked about is usually talking about the situation, like, oh, situational wise, not a person, like a personal projection onto it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is true. There's always a ring of bullshit to it when somebody starts talking and hating, and it's like a couple times I've had groups come up to me and da-da-da. I'm like, no. And you know what? I recognize this. This shit was done to me. I don't get in on it anyway because I'm just like, no, I don't need this. I'm going to go to work, But my thing is always, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go have a coffee. I'm hungry. I want pizza or a burger. No.
My favorite thing is to remind them that they have healing as well when they want to, delve into other people's need for healing. I remind them that they have need for healing as well.
That might be some of the reason why I get some hate because, I've done that too. It's like, okay, you're talking about this person. What the fuck did you do? They're like, so what?
Yeah,
I got to know both sides here if we're really going to get into the tea.
I want to go back to I want to go back to Earl for a second about the banishing part because you know what? Sometimes it takes what he's saying. He just don't want them in his life. He won't trust them, so that he has no need for them.
Okay,
that's how I felt.
Plus,
if they're connected to a person that you care about, does it also banish the person you care about? That's right, Earl. I'm going to ask you questions while you're giving the answers. Whoa.
Well, and after lately seeing a lot of people being hurt physically and emotionally by those who are continually harassing and bullying people.
Yes.
If I could reach through the screen and strangle people, I would in a heartbeat. I want them to feel the pain that they're causing.
Yeah.
Force choking. Gotta learn force choking.
Mm-hmm.
It's that human side of us too. You're right, Earl. Like I'm that same way.
I'd like to take it because I need to learn that one.
I got you.
Darth Vader force choking. Just
I went Spaceballs with that, not Darth Vader.
Spaceballs. I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through.
Oh, you've got to. It's awesome. I love it.
Has there ever been someone that vanished that you couldn't get away? Like,
that's another one.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
Like, has there ever been anybody who's banished, but they didn't banish?
I got a few of them, yeah.
Earl.
I think
I don't. Yeah. Earl, what about you?
No, basically once I banished somebody, it worked.
I felt that with you. I think when you're done, you're done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the energy that I put into those banishing spells, I don't see that person ever again.
Really? So it works.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so when coming from that aspect, when I've had to do this, no, I've never seen that person again. But do I keep getting energy shots left and right? Most definitely. And
but don't you find eventually that will end, or does it keep going?
It's been going. That's and that's where I took that as my learning lesson of instead of trying to fix it myself, Just put my mirrors up and angle it down
Mm-hmm.
into the earth. Because karma's a bitch and she's the one who deals it.
True.
Good point.
Good point. And I'm tired, you know, and it gets exhausting having to do
I
it
hear
though.
that one. Yeah. Huh,
Yeah.
Sheena? We get tired.
I get tired. I'm tired a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a lot of lobbing back. There's a lot of grounding out because, man, holy crap!
I mean, they were attacking Alicia's space and energy for so long.
Yeah.
Yet look at her; she still comes out and fight. Not fights, but like, I'm not going away. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like that.
No, I thought about quitting multiple times.
I know you have.
Quit. You know, so there ain't
no.
You know,
no, because somebody will find something else to not like. Okay,
yeah, I'm a firm believer in don't give them what they want, and
right.
At one point, it started to become dangerous for the people I cared about most.
That's not good, and
that's
isn't that part of their, like Sheena said earlier, their karma? Kind of like they have to learn to step up and stand up for themselves, and that's a hard one when you're in that situation.
Not when it's a little kid.
How do you get out? Well, no, yeah, but how do you get out? How do you get them out? Can you help them get out? You know, can you get them the strength?
Dude, I had to have help from multiple sources, and then I had to put my horns down and just push. And that was the main thing, you know. Basically, Torian's reputation for being the most stubborn creature on the planet actually helped out. I know plenty of people that were, oh yeah, she's gonna give up any day now. It's like, holy shit. You know,
I like to think it's my Capricorn spite that helps me, just like your Taurus. Like I'll do it in spite.
You know, yes, we are going to live for spite.
But you said, I thought you said spice, like like spicy,
spite.
You know, spicy girl.
You know?
No, I know, I like them both.
But no, and I will tell you, if I did not have a family, if I did not have a kid to worry about or anything, it would have gotten so bad. I would have become so damn petty. Oh my God, the level of absolute ridiculous petty stubbornness I could go to is insane. And that's
at least you admit it.
Well, yeah, I freely admit it. But the thing
is,
these people should be grateful every damn day that I have a kid and that I have a family and that I have people I need to watch out for. Because if I didn't, the absolute level of horrible shit that I would go to is just bad. And the thing is, there was one time I co-sleep with my kid because of the night terrors, and he doesn't have them as much as anymore, so he doesn't always need me there. But when he does, I'm there, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I was trying to sleep because I hadn't slept in 3 days. We were going through the clubfoot stuff, and he just, oh my God, that bar on, that was just, yeah. Anyway, doctors, but I was laying down trying to sleep, and somebody had decided to send an entity my way, a really nasty one. And this entity came all rolling up, big and bad, and I just looked at it and I said, look, motherfucker, if you're going to take me, you better do it now. I'm going to sleep. Fuck you. And it was just shocked. Because normally I'm freaking out. I've got to make sure, you know, this and that. I've got to protect this. I got to, you know, but when I'm on my own, I'm like, I don't even fucking like you. I don't fucking like the dead. I don't want to deal with this. Go away. If you don't want to go away, then you're going to watch me fart a lot in my sleep. Good night.
Right.
Okay. And that's the thing. But the absolute amount of just stubborn, petty, horrible stuff that I could go to without all the things that keep me grounded and keep me here.
People should be happy about that, huh?
They should be
grateful.
Thanking every deity they have. Because I would just do stuff just to make it miserable on them. Not even to win. Just to be stubborn. At that point, it's just about being stubborn and being an asshole. I never forget. I had this supervisor. And all my other supervisors, he was new. And they told him with me on the job, because I'd been there forever and I knew all the tricks and shortcuts. They were like, remember, with Alicia, you have to assert your authority. Can you all tell how this went?
Yeah. I know someone that's got more authority.
Can y'all tell how this went? He came to me and asked for a truce, and I was like,
that's funny.
You gonna apologize?
Right?
Sorry. Okay. Truce for now, but if you fuck up again, it's on again. Oh my God.
Put up the white flag. That's funny.
Oh my God. Even when he apologized, even then, it just kept going.
That's probably why people get irritated with you, because you stand to your power. You don't.
Yeah.
Move.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you don't change and you don't move. Yeah. 100%.
Yes, I do change. I change. Okay.
Well,
I'm writing now. It used to just be art.
You're stronger. If anything, you're stronger. Yeah. As they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Is that the saying?
No,
Yep.
no. I should be a Hulk by now.
Also,
no.
a little tip for the need for the pettiness. I don't know. I like to think petty, and I know I can't. Just like you, I have responsibility. But writing stories about all the petty things, like writing it as if it occurred, little story, that is like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I write and I publish stuff.
Fun.
You're good at writing, Sheena. Well, you both are, but yeah, Sheena, what I've seen of you is really good.
I'm going to slaughter her name. So M. Wheeler. Oh, hola, beautiful soul.
Ari.
She says it like Madi.
Yeah, Madi. Wasn't she on? Is she? Are you from Colorado?
Yeah.
Right.
She's in Colorado. Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
I read her posts every day. I absolutely.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
that's right. You guys hooked up. Yeah.
Yeah. I love
We've
reading.
got Antoinette
I'll have to.
as well.
What?
Well, I can't see her, but yes, I miss her.
Yeah, we've got Antoinette with us as well.
Nice.
Okay, Madi, say it fast. Madi.
I can't roll my R's, but I can do Madi.
Sounds like Maddie. So I'm just gonna say M, and that's just how it's gonna be. M.
M. Wheeler.
M. Wheeler. MW.
Okay.
M. Will.
Sounds gangsta.
Gangster, yes it does. But no, but yeah, no, that petty streak, yeah, I can't go there. Not now.
It takes a hell of a lot to get me there.
I know.
But if you do, you don't want to be in my way.
Yeah.
You don't.
Same here, because I mean,
right? Yeah, I get that with you.
You wind up crossing my path the wrong way. I can be a cold-hearted bastard when I want to be.
They can say and do anything they want for a long time, and then finally I get over it, and it's like,
for the most part, I just don't care. I'm too busy working.
Right.
I'm too busy doing my own thing. I'm too busy with my kid and all the other problems I got in my life. I don't have time for this crap. But if you actually get in my way, Sheena, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
I think that's the worst of the problem, is they just don't mind their own business and go away.
What is it? The 3 places in life you can always stay for free: in your own home,
what?
In your own lane, minding your own business. You know, and that's I have no reason to crawl up into somebody else's business.
It's really sad if you think about it, though.
What?
Like, somebody has no life of their own, no busyness of their own, whether it's work, kids, job, all of this other stuff, that they have ample free time to be all up in yours. That is sad.
Yeah, it's 100% sad, but it's also hella inconvenient for me while I'm trying to work and do my thing. So I just want them out of the way.
And I get that, but I'm just like, that's why the expression changed on my face, though, because I'm just sitting here going, damn, that's like really pathetic and sad, and I feel bad.
I don't.
Like,
and I wonder how they sleep at night,
Probably thinking about you. That's how they sleep.
I know.
Well, I am pretty sexy, Anyway.
Right?
M. Wheeler. Yeah, people are petty. Yes, they is.
Me and my Winnie the Pooh pajamas. Let's go.
What?
I said, me and my Winnie the Pooh pajamas. Think about me while you sleep.
I know. Hold on.
I have leather lace on.
Wow. Okay then.
What?
I'm joking.
Ishika, how's it going, everyone? Pretty good. How about you, Ishika? Thanks for
If you
joining.
haven't, if she just joined, she needs to go back and watch it. It's funny.
Oh God. Yeah.
Go watch what you missed out on.
Anybody that's thinking about me as they go to sleep, just know I'm probably still up working.
Oh, I know. I don't think you sleep.
Okay, I'm probably still up working.
I promised myself tonight I was gonna go to bed at a decent time, not like 2 or 3 a.m.
Okay, it's only 9:52. Hold on.
So midnight. Got it.
Yep.
Say.
Ishika, haha, will do. Okay, thank you. Good job, Ishika. And then M. Wheeler, I had someone cut off friendship with me because I couldn't drop shit to meet them when I was caring for my mother-in-law, and they couldn't get free plants and crystals from me. Well, that's not a friendship. That's
the kind of people we're talking about. They're actually toxic for us.
Yeah.
No, it's parasitic. You just drop the parasitic. Don't worry.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Ishika,
Someone.
Can we ask a psychic question? Absolutely. I got psychics on. We good. All right, psychics. Psychic question time. Hey, Earl. What you doing over there? You're very quiet.
I'm just letting you guys have at
it. He's enjoying the entertainment.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're deflecting us really well. We wouldn't know what to do without you, Earl.
Yeah.
We'd be lost if you weren't on here.
I know. I like Earl. Just so everybody knows. I'm not talking about you behind your back.
I talk about him behind his back all the time. I've even doctored photos of him and put them online. There's a really neat little video if you want to go see it, Earl. Slideshow. Oh. Do you want me to send you the link?
Oh, that's funny.
Ishika, go ahead.
Yeah, she's just
she's writing,
gathering her thoughts. So what are y'all's plans for the weekend?
Well, I think I'm coming to the shop Saturday. Get rid of the sinus stuff that's going on. Are you going, Symone?
I'm gonna try to. The plan was to be there, yes, because I've got nothing else going on.
Well, thank you. That's so nice of you. I've got nothing else going on, so I guess I'll go
not
here.
Like that. I was supposed to be going to a concert this weekend, and it fell through. So.
Oh, fun.
Which concert?
Yeah, not that it fell through.
Okay, well,
what?
Symone,
which concert? Oh, sorry.
Emory.
Symone, you've got to actually tell me so I can mention this stuff that you're going to be there this weekend.
We both know communication is not always my strong suit.
All right,
I'm not gonna lie. It used to be. I used to be very cute. Like I used to be very talkative and want to tell people, and I'll hold off on that thought.
You need to advertise then that you're going to be there. All right.
I will.
Ishika, I am currently job hunting. By when do you guys see me landing a job? I am happy with anything on how it will be. I was working in social media marketing, but thinking of branching out. Yeah,
is she thinking of going out on her own, like being her own boss, like soliciting yourself out, or what's that word I'm looking for? Consultant. Yeah, freelancing. That's it. Because that's definitely, I think, would be good for her. And she'd do really well. But I get everything's going to change within a month.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, she's going to want to get a regular bread and butter job and then freelance on the side for a little while until she can actually move to the full freelance.
Right.
Okay. Symone,
got the yes part.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, with all the retrogrades too, it's going to be about, it's a time of transition. I would say be watching the signs too of where it's leading.
Yeah.
So is that going to be going on for like a month? Is that like month?
Mercury retrograde's a month, but the rest of them are like 6 months.
Yeah.
Right. But once we get out of Mercury retrograde, although
Then
this
things are
one's
gonna
hitting
be-
everybody hard.
Well, because it's not
Before
just
it was even here. Yeah.
it's not just Mercury. You've got what? Pluto, Chiron at the end of the month, Saturn, Neptune. And it's basically just a 1-2 punch. And Saturn retrogrades always slow everything down, and you have to work about 10 times harder for anything you want. And there's only so much you can prepare for it, but you can prepare quite a bit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Symone, go ahead, read your card off.
So I got 4 that popped out. One was yes, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can never pronounce this right. I think it's Ceres. This is just making sure you're nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself when going through this transition, because it's stressful as hell, which we can all attest to. Lunar eclipse, which is talking about opening your doors to higher dimensions. So most definitely it's telling you take that step further. And then the last one was cast a circle, and this is just talking about setting healthy boundaries. What came to mind, especially with this card, was you're going to need to set healthy boundaries with yourself so you are not overworking yourself constantly and then get the burnout from it.
Yeah, that is true. M. Wheeler says definitely branch out on your own.
Yeah, so 3 of us have gotten that. Yeah.
Ishika, yeah, I was thinking of getting a job and freelance on the side simultaneously. Well, good girl, she's got this. Good.
See, you have the answers. You just need some confirmation. That's
well,
awesome.
She wanted to know when she was going to get a job and that she was happy with, and then how it would end up happening. So more word of mouth, or would it be she knows somebody, something like that?
Oh, well, it'd be both, because as she's working at the job that she'll be happy in the job. It just won't be fulfilling. So she'll be okay with it. But it's the kind of job that she can actually concentrate on, like Symone said, taking care of herself and looking for the potential clients. And that, because word of mouth, people I see a lot of people around her. So I'm not sure what kind of job this is, but I don't know. It feels like it's in she communicates a lot in it. There's just lots of people. I don't know if it's food or a restaurant or if it's an office, but there's a lot of people around her.
Okay.
The actual job. So I don't know what she's applying for or anything, but.
So she was originally working in social media marketing, but she's kind of thinking about branching out. So.
Yeah, I just don't know the one she's going to get is what I was talking about. There's a lot of people around her.
Would you say to branch out, or would you say to just stick with the social media marketing and that's it?
For now, stick with what she knows.
Okay.
Because it gives her the time to free up to freelance and get her own business started. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If people are having problems at work and at home, it sucks. And then you have Mercury retrograde and everything else. But if you can keep one of them halfway decent, then you can focus on the other. It just doesn't always work out that way. But I know. Well, in your case, yeah.
Yeah, very much do it kind of like what I'm doing. You have your day job, that's your steady income, out in your own creativity. Yeah. What makes you feel good.
Right. And make time for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Ishika, does that answer your question?
Earl, what'd you get? Sorry, Alicia.
No worries.
Well, I got the 3 of Wands.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Kathy Reed Kinsey. Hi, all. Hi, Kathy. And then want to know how long until I'm okay. Hold on. We're gonna finish up with Ishika, and then we'll jump to you, Kathy. Kathy, I've lost friends and have been fine. Yes. I'm never really fine after losing friends. But go ahead, Earl.
Thank you. So yeah, Ishika, you've got the strength and nobility without arrogance, and acknowledge the help that you receive. But yeah,
I like that.
And I can tell you that going out on your own and freelancing can be very worthwhile. That way you get to set your own hours and you're not having to work for others. Is I got to the point where I just got tired of working for others and I wanted to do things my own way. So that's where I'm at, because I'm in media, and basically I even got to the point, well, I formed my own consultation and coaching services for podcasting, because that's what I as a media rep.
Okay. Now I will say though, and Earl, Sheena, AngelLynn, well, I don't know, AngelLynn and Symone, we'll see if you guys agree with this, but I know for me, the reason I went full-time on my own instead of doing halvesies is because I was working ridiculously hard for somebody else who could have cared less, didn't appreciate it. So why not pour all that into my own business? And you know what? It has been a lot better. And it's been a good way for me to stay with my kid while I'm doing the work. Earl, Sheena.
And for me, it was, I drew a point where I was unhappy with the metrics that were being imposed on me that were impossible.
Oh God, yeah, I know.
And I just said, "Screw this! I'm done."
So
I daydream about leaving my day job every day. I just, once I can get to a point where I can cover myself medically, with insurance, I would have already been gone a long time ago if it wasn't for Crohn's.
But at the same time, you still have to work that ridiculously hard, even though you're working for yourself. And that's something a lot of people don't factor in. So as long as you love to work and you love what you do and you just love to work, you're going to be great.
Yeah, I don't
and sometimes working for yourself is 10 times harder just because it's, at least working for someone else, you have rules to follow. You don't have to make up this. You don't have to be in charge of your own time frame. And
so, yeah, that's the aspect I actually like. I like.
And that's what I like about it. But at the same time, depending on the person, that could be a huge struggle of being able to stay on top of their time frames, making sure they have everything done right, keeping up with their standards, even though it's getting more difficult as they go.
That's what I think Earl was trying to say as well. That's a very good point.
But you also have to give yourself a little bit of grace, simply because you are the accountant.
You do, but the company doesn't. Does that make sense?
Working for yourself, you have to give yourself a little bit of grace while you're doing it. Basically, you don't work, you don't eat when you work for yourself. And that's how it is. Right. But you also have to remember, you're the accountant, you're the janitor, you're the face, you're the marketer. Okay, you're all these things. So
you're all of it.
You do have to remember, get any help you can, but also give yourself a little bit of grace. And budget, save, invest.
Yeah, I agree.
Go ahead, Symone, Sheena, Earl.
Yeah, and
I'm on the same page with it. It's just, in a sense, you have to have that stubbornness behind you to be able to get it done.
Yeah.
And you have to be a workaholic. Let's be fair.
That too.
Whoops.
AngelLynn, we lost her. Somebody light a candle. Okay, cool. She's back.
No, I hit something by accident. Sorry.
Okay. Ishika says, that's true. I want to maintain balance between work and personal life so I don't burn out. Okay.
make sure
So
you
you already,
schedule
she already, yeah.
time off. That has been really important to me, is get dedicated days of time off from the second job. My job, my business.
Yeah, I don't do that, but yeah, that's a good idea. Mainly the reason I don't do that is simply because business never sleeps. I've gotten deals that have paid my rent at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't get to say no to these things if you want to make it.
Yeah.
And I will tell you,
I've done readings at 2, 3 a.m. before because someone reached out and I happened to wake up to my phone.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Your guides are really good about that. They're like, get up.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, a psychic never sleeps. That's for sure.
Business don't
I
sleep.
wouldn't mind. That's everything else that I would mind. Like, I don't want to do hair. But,
yeah.
Well, no, the thing is, I mean, people.
Yeah, but when you do hair, you're still psychically in tune to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Sheena, let's say somebody called you 3 a.m. saying, okay, you know what? I've got this entire bridal party that I need the hair done for. You wake up and you get down there and you do the hair, right? Yep. And that's what I mean. It's one of those.
It pays the bills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay your bills. So it's like, I got bills.
Yeah.
I need money, you know?
Yeah. And like I said, my lesson is burnout in life, I do believe. So whenever I do go too hard, too long, too fast, my guides literally knock me down and make me rest. And I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Maybe that's what mine are doing, because I get horribly sick. I will get
so. Yeah. They will. Can we jump to Kathy's question?
Yeah, of course. Kathy Reed Kinsey. Want to know how long until I'm okay again? Okay, guys, this one's for you.
I picked.
Is that emotionally, mentally, or physically?
I think it's all of it.
The mental goes with the physical. She's not feeling. She's been sick. Okay. I got an answer, but I want some confirmation.
So
I get a 1 around it. Yeah, go ahead.
I was reading sickness, and the sickness is from heartache, some kind of heartache, a long period of heartache, which built up into sickness. And I think she already knows she's going to be okay, and she knows what she needs to do, but it's a big release of letting something go that is not easily let go for her. And I'm not sure what that is, but I can feel it.
To kind of go along with your heartache, what I was picking up on was loss. Like someone very important to her. I don't necessarily know what type of loss. I don't ever dig deep enough to figure that out because that's someone's personal business. But when I was pulling cards, there's going to be some work behind it that needs to be put in. And the other thing is you've got to not be afraid to take that leap of faith. You might find foolish to take that or to do, but it's like something's going to come through and you're going to have the opportunity, and that's kind of what's going to flip the scales, and you're going to be able to see past what's going on, and it's going to help change it. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense.
Will that help her physically? Like if she because you're on a track, but does that help her?
The only thing I'm seeing is that it is going to take as long as it takes, but she's going to have to start the rehabbing process now. And she's only kind of dabbling in it. She's actually going to have to push forward. And I don't know if that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or all of it. But she's going to have to start the basically rehabilitation of the emotions, of the mind, of the body. And she knows some of what she needs to do. She needs to do more research. Hell, just get on Instagram and look it up. They will spam your ass with videos. But she's going to have to do the work to be okay again. And that's the part that she's not going to want to hear.
No, she'll take it well, though. She will take it well.
Well, and that's the last card that I pulled. It's the so this deck is weird, but it's the Curiosity of Fire. So your wands, and it's, to me, it's you've got to, when I saw this card, it's you've got to want it. You've got to want to move forward. You've got to be able to take those steps to do it. So physically, oh Lord, please do not hate me when I say this, because my ancestors are assholes. What went through my head, which is something that I grew up with my great grandmother telling me all the time, was you take your minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you need, you cry about it, you get it out, you put your big girl pants on, and you get shit done. Wow. I am so sorry it's very harsh the way it comes across, but
not at all. She can take that.
But it's one of those things of you've got to let yourself feel the emotions, and then you've got to take the step.
Yeah.
Earl?
Well, I got the 9 of Pentacles.
Ooh, okay.
And from what it's given me here is that you need to just kind of sit back and relax for a little bit. Even though your struggles were in the past, it's what got you to this point.
Okay.
And you need to just...
That's a good point.
Yep. And you need to... what's the word I'm trying to come up with? Because happiness and prosperity is what exudes from the freedom that you have achieved, but you need to just sit back, relax for a little while.
And then when it comes to being okay, one of my biggest words of advice whenever I feel grief and confusion is you have to remember that it's all connected, heart, mind, and body. The only thing you want to be unchanging is your heart. You want to change your mind to let your heart feel. And then once you get your mind out of the way, then your body is allowed to release whatever's stored up inside and actually heal.
Yep.
Timing is the hardest thing. So time framing, I mean, it's hard. She's going to have to fight.
Yeah.
But she's gone through a lot physically right now. And she keeps ending back up in the hospital. And she wants to be okay. I know that. So you guys gave her fight. Yep.
I was going to say, it's going to take as long as it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say break it down into baby steps. Kind of just keep breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep breathing. Just keep rehabbing, even if you only do one small thing a day. I'll give you an example. You guys all know my kid just broke his foot, right? He's finally healed up. Okay, he's out of the boot, and he wants to just run. And I'm like, baby, we're going to take it one step at a time. Today, we're going to walk for 15 minutes with multiple breaks. Tomorrow, we're going to walk for 16 minutes. The next day, we're going to try 20. And we're going to take multiple breaks. And he's getting better about taking the breaks and stuff. But you just have to do it. And it sucks for me too. I hate doing it. I want to do everything right now, all at once. But you got to do it one step at a time. I was actually just talking to Nicole about this because she's getting really overwhelmed with her work and projects. And I'm like, baby, don't look at the end goal. Don't look at that end goal. You just take it one step after another. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I think that really...
That was really good. I like that. The goal thing you just said. Thank you.
Thank you.
For a lot of people.
Well, I hope it helps.
Well, and
Kathy, did that help? Did that answer you? Go ahead, Symone. Or Sheena.
No, I was just going to say, that reminds me of this. So on my business page that I have, I put on in the description, one of my favorite quotes is by Patty I cannot remember her last name off the top of my head now, but it's the journey is for the soul, the end game is for the end is for the ego.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like that.
So there's, I mean,
because that's what ends in the end. Yeah, I like that.
I can't really rock with that quote, but it's a good quote.
No, I get it, because my goal is, but that's the point of, I have like one big goal, and then I have my, what I call non-scale victory goals in between, so I don't lose momentum.
I like that idea. I just have a whole bunch of goals. So many goals. Lots of them. Stacked on top of each other. Constantly, all the time.
And when you don't meet them, sometimes, like you said a minute ago, is don't look at the goal, because sometimes you have to back up to get to that goal. Yep. And sometimes you can't meet them. You might have to change directions.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay too. Yeah.
You can always circle back. That's the thing.
Right. Yep.
Okay. It's not out of reach. Just don't keep it in mind.
Right.
Just keep looking at the path you're walking and the steps you're walking on. You know? That way you're not looking down the way going, oh my God.
Right.
I'm giving up now. M. Wheeler. I would also challenge. I was working mental health in Iowa, and in 2019, I left and started Sage Ranch. I just found out the department I was in was closing. Crazy, right? Yes, I love that. Okay. And then M. Wheeler. Yes, you do work. You do have to work even for yourself. No, baby. You don't have to work. You have to just work like damn, like a burro. Okay. You become a super burro. God, I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Anyway, but yes. But Kathy, I hope that helped and answered your question. Maybe. I don't know. Get a reading from AngelLynn. She'll know what to say.
I need to go see her.
Well, all right, everyone. I'm going to take off. I got to walk for the rest of the
Same.
Oh, I thought, is your vehicle still down?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we're hoping that the shop can get it in either sometime this weekend or beginning of next week. So, but be careful what you wear for, because I want to thigh workouts. Now I'm walking the hilly town every day, so
that's very hilly too. Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Kathy Reed Kinsey. I had a stroke. 2 weeks later, I had diverticulitis that abscessed and ruptured and sepsis. I ended up with bowel resection and colostomy. I was laid up in bed so long, I'm now really weak. I have anxiety I never had before. I just want to move again. That's why the rehabbing. One step at a time.
One day.
So sorry, baby. One step at a time.
I have Crohn's personally, and
yeah, you've taught me a lot on that.
And
It'll be a bedtime.
It didn't occur in one day, and it's not going to resolve in one day. And that's what I tell myself every day. And I just make sure every day I'm doing the best that I can to honor my body in whichever way I can to help it heal.
Yeah.
But
it's hard. It's hard. Night, Sheena. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm going to go too, guys, because I'm starting to wear down, and if I want to make it Saturday, I'm going to relax.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for Kathy.
Burros are small donkeys. You actually want a mule. Okay, yes, you have to work like a mule for yourself. Like a super mule.
Or the bull with the horns.
I know, right? Well, if both you and Symone are going to be in this weekend, I will create a small, like, Sears spotlight, if you guys are both sure. And
hey, how'd the kids like that cake, Symone? They didn't make it home. Okay.
Yes. No, they loved it, and we had a little bit left over, and the dog got to it before we could get through it. So he loved it too.
Right? At least it wasn't chocolate. It was zucchini. Yeah, you missed out, Alicia. You should have had some.
Honestly, I didn't want anything sweet.
I know.
With how hot it was, I just...
Oh, true. Yeah.
I've been doing veggie wraps at home, and that's been helping out a lot.
Changing our eating does help us. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go too, guys. I will talk to you soon, and hopefully people will be in the shop this weekend because I'll be there Saturday.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Hit the sack too.
M. Wheeler, this was fun. Sorry couldn't make it. I will next time. Awesome. We will see you, and thanks for your contributions in the comments. Dennis, Great Dane, Scooby-Doo, or Marmaduke are bigger than burros. Well, okay then. Maybe I'll do a Scooby-Doo. Okay. All right. Well, good night, AngelLynn. And hold on. Here we go. Remove. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Well, I have to be honest. I am probably going to go have some coffee and get back to work.
Such a you thing to say.
The grind don't stop.
No, I get it. I'm going to go get a new ice pack.
What did you do to yourself now?
That's... Wait, what?
Were you trying to parkour off your roof?
No. My main gig is I work construction, and I basically pick something up, and the other person on the other end dropped it, and it was about a 20-foot long board, and it freaking jerked, and my arm popped, and I've already got nerve damage in the shoulder, so it's just it hurts, but we good.
Did you hit them with the board after?
No.
Okay.
No.
And out of curiosity, working construction, built the way you are, do you get a lot of jokes?
No.
Wow.
Actually, but I'm also wearing like shirts 3 sizes too big for me, and
all right.
I behave.
Okay.
I've grown out of my hoe phase.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks for coming on and sharing your stories. And Earl, I'm sorry we all kept talking over you, but you're a really easy target.
Gee, thanks.
No, that's okay. I've already decided what stone I'm going to send to you because I know exactly which one you need the most right now.
Yeah, okay.
So, but you still have to message me. I know you're a little scared when I say this. You still have to message me your home address.
Oh, I thought you already hit. Okay, I'll get it to you.
You're going to have to message it to me. That's right.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to Google Symone's and just send her some mail just to make her uncomfortable. No, I'm teasing. I won't.
All right, so you already have it. It's in the applications.
That's right. It is, isn't it? No, I didn't pay attention. All right. But yeah, Earl, send me your home address so I can send you a little rock, buddy.
Okie dokie.
All right. Good night, guys. Mwah. Bye-bye, butterflies. See you this weekend, Symone. All right, everybody. Loves to you all. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, if you have a topic that you would like me to discuss or somebody you would like me to bring on as a guest, let me know in the comments, message me on the shop page or at DesMoinesNewAge.com. It's a really good way to get in touch with me. I will tell you, Mercury retrograde has everything being kind of buggy technology-wise, so I'm sorry if I don't get back to you super fast. Yeah, it's been crazy. Anyway, all right. Loves to you all. And I will. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Dennis. Sayonara gozaimasu. Very true. I will see you all next week on the Psychic Roundtable, or sooner if I can get all the rest of the programming done. All right. Thanks, guys. And let's do. Hold on here. Oh, is it going to play? Is it going to play? Is it going to play? And boop. Come on. How? Tag. Why? Okay, here.